When Roland Abante stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage, the world saw a humble fisherman from Cebu, Philippines, with a shy smile and soulful eyes. Dressed simply, he seemed like an unlikely star. But when he opened his mouth to sing, time seemed to stop. His voice, raw and filled with emotion, carried the weight of years of struggle, sacrifice, and silent dreams. The judges were stunned. The audience rose to their feet, and millions around the globe fell in love with the man who dared to dream beyond the ocean waves. But behind that shining moment was a story of hardship, heartbreak, and resilience that few truly knew. Life before the spotlight, before fame, Roland Abante, known locally as Buonote, lived a life defined by hard work and resilience. He juggled multiple jobs as a fisherman, cab driver, and part-time singer just to survive. The sea was both his livelihood and his greatest challenge, testing his strength daily. Music was his escape, a way to momentarily leave behind the exhaustion of survival. He never had formal training, yet his raw, emotional voice captivated local audiences. Singing in karaoke bars and small competitions gave him purpose and identity. Though unnoticed by the wider world, those who heard him sing recognized something rare, a soul pouring truth into every note. Roland's early years symbolize how dreams often grow quietly in difficult soil. His humble beginnings reveal a man shaped by labor, faith, and hope, proving that greatness can emerge from the most ordinary lives when guided by persistence and passion. The power of music in a hard life. For Roland, music was not luxury, it was lifeline. In the Philippines, karaoke connects people from all walks of life, and it became Roland's stage after long, exhausting days. Singing freed him from the weight of hardship and reminded him of joy. His sincerity touched listeners. His performances came not from technique, but from lived emotion. Encouraged by neighbors and friends, he began joining local singing contests, gradually earning respect and recognition. From small community events to televised competitions like Tawag ng Tanghalan, Roland's voice traveled further each time. He never sought fame or wealth. He only wanted acknowledgement that his talent mattered. Every song he sang carried fragments of his story, the storms he faced at sea, the loneliness of late nights, and his enduring belief that one day the world might finally listen. His music embodied the strength of those who endure quietly, turning pain into something beautiful and lasting. From Cebu to the world stage, Roland's rise from anonymity to international attention was gradual but powerful. His journey began when videos of him singing surfaced online, astonishing viewers with his passionate, soulful performances. Strangers around the world were drawn to his authenticity. Soon, calls for him to audition for America's Got Talent grew louder, and what once seemed impossible became his next goal. It was a huge leap for a man who had rarely left his province, but Roland felt it was time to take a chance. Preparing silently, he carried not just his own ambitions, but the hopes of countless Filipinos who saw themselves in him. Boarding that plane was more than travel. It was an act of faith. Roland represented everyone told their dreams were too far away. His journey to AGT was about courage, identity, and proving that even those from the simplest backgrounds could stand on the world's biggest stage. The audition that touched the world. Roland's AGT audition was one of those rare television moments that transcended entertainment. Nervous yet sincere, he stepped onto the stage and sang, "When a Man Loves a Woman." From the first note, his voice commanded silence, powerful, emotional, and honest. It wasn't just technical skill that impressed the judges, it was the purity of his heart behind every lyric. Simon Cowell's expression softened, Heidi Klum smiled in awe, and Sofia Vergara's words, "You're going to have to stop fishing," captured the miracle unfolding. The audience rose to their feet, many moved to tears. Within hours, the performance went viral worldwide. People were inspired by this humble fisherman who dared to dream. Roland's story resonated far beyond the show. It reminded millions that extraordinary talent can come from the most ordinary lives. Overnight, he became a symbol of authenticity, hope, and the power of believing in oneself, despite humble beginnings. The shock of elimination. After such an unforgettable debut, fans expected Roland to reach the finals, perhaps even win. His emotional voice and sincerity seemed unstoppable. Yet, when the semifinals ended, his name wasn't called. The disappointment rippled across the internet. Viewers expressed disbelief and outrage, claiming the decision was unjust. Some accused the show of favoring flashier, Western acts over genuine talent. Others defended the results, noting how competitive the season was. For Roland, however, there was no anger. He accepted the outcome gracefully, thanking fans, judges, and everyone who believed in him. His humility during defeat became another reason people admired him. That night, he lost the competition, but gained something more valuable: global respect. Roland's response showed his true character, a man of gratitude, not bitterness. His calm acceptance turned heartbreak into inspiration, proving that dignity and faith matter more than trophies. In losing, Roland won the hearts of millions worldwide. Life after the cameras stopped. When the stage lights dimmed, Roland's life returned to reality. Back in Cebu, he resumed the daily rhythm of fishing and local gigs. The fame from AGT brought attention, but not financial security. Recognition doesn't always mean stability. No record label or management contract awaited him. Instead, he found himself navigating the uncertain space between celebrity and survival. Online fans continued to express admiration, but viral fame couldn't replace steady income. Roland shouldered heavy expectations. People hoped he'd thrive globally, but the opportunities were few. Still, he didn't allow disappointment to consume him. He viewed challenges like waves he had faced all his life, inevitable but survivable. Through small performances and community events, he kept singing, proving resilience defines success more than fame does. Roland's post-AGT journey reflects the harsh truth many artists face. Talent may open doors, but perseverance keeps them from closing completely. The emotional aftermath of fame is exhilarating but fleeting, and Roland experienced both its light and shadow. After the adrenaline of performing before millions, returning to a quiet life felt empty. Many AGT contestants describe post-show loneliness, and Roland was no exception. The contrast between global applause and local normalcy weighed heavily. Yet, instead of bitterness, he chose reflection and gratitude. He called America's Got Talent the greatest gift of his life, not because of fame, but because it proved dreams are possible. He spoke about wanting to inspire others, especially people from humble backgrounds, to keep believing even when the world seems indifferent. His perspective turned heartbreak into purpose. Roland's humility, resilience, and optimism reminded fans that success isn't defined by how long the spotlight shines, but by how one carries themselves when it fades. His emotional strength became as inspiring as his voice. A second beginning for Roland Abante. Roland's story didn't end with AGT. It evolved. Back home, he reignited his passion for singing on his own terms. Performing at community festivals, charity events, and online concerts, he stayed connected to his growing fan base. Supporters from around the world continued to cheer him on, helping his music reach new audiences. He began collaborating with local musicians and exploring opportunities to record original songs, building a modest but meaningful career. Fame might fade, but purpose remains, and Roland embraced that truth. His songs now carry deeper meaning, not about winning, but about hope, endurance, and authenticity. For those who have struggled, his voice is a reminder that dreams don't expire with age or circumstance. The fisherman who once sang to escape hardship now sings to inspire. Roland Abante's story stands as a timeless reminder. The world may forget contestants, but it never forgets genuine heart.